What's going on, guys? Clifton Denny with On Your Own Outdoors. Give me 30 seconds right here to explain what this video is all about. Hey guys, so we're going to Wisconsin tomorrow. We got the kayaks laid out. Eric's going to be here tomorrow. We're going to load up, drive 13 hours. XOP is doing a deer camp. So if you don't know about XOP, they're a stand, saddle manufacturer, make sticks, all kinds of stuff like that. And basically what they did is they reached out to a bunch of us and was like, hey, let's just have a deer camp. Just fun, hanging out like we were as a kid as we were growing up. And if you guys hunt public land, you know that a lot of times you're doing that run and gun by yourself. So we're super excited to do this. We're going to see how this goes. I hope y'all enjoy this hunt. We'll see you from a tree.
All right, it's 4:04. Been set up in the tree in the first spot for, I don't know, probably about 30 minutes, 25. I text Eric as soon as I got in the tree to make sure he got up all right. And he's already got deer all over him, and his camera's still on the ground, so. This spot, as you can see, back here behind me, is a little oak flat right here above me, kind of that I'm sitting in, really. But anyways, basically what this is a bench in between a pine thicket, a CRP field, and a cornfield. And when I say bench, it's 300 yards wide, but the private land starts about 100 yards in front of me, so I can't go any further that way, so hopefully to catch that buck skirting the outside of this, but we'll see how it goes. We just got dusted up, and it's on. It's October 9th, 3:36. Been in the tree about 20 minutes. It's our second afternoon. I left the tree early this morning, went and done some more scouting. Been scouting like crazy for, I don't know, the last 3 days. Eric is back where he hunted the last 2 days. He's got deer all over him. He was pushing in a little bit deeper to actually get in where the buck crossed this morning, but I come in, we came in and scouted this morning about 10 o'clock and kind of picked a rough area, didn't pick an exact spot. There's a lot of aggressive bucks out in here. Trees broken, stuff like that, but anyways, I'm sitting on top of a ridge. We've got a big bottom to one side, big pine thicket to the other side. And there's 2 runs on top of this thing. And right in the middle of the 2 runs, basically the deer's got a scrape line. So I'm not necessarily hunting over the deer's scrape. Actually didn't even know there was a scrape in here until I came in to hang, and I found it probably 35 or 40 yards from me. The plus side is I could see bits and pieces for probably 100 yards all the way around me. So I can kind of figure out where to move. The downside is that it is super thick, and I had to get like 40 foot up in this tree, so it could be a pretty steep angle, but all that means is they're gonna bleed good. We at the XOP deer camp 2023. Anyways, look at this. There are piles of deer. Eric is going to set up in that tree right there. It's over my shoulder, sorry. Got all my stuff in my hands. There's all kinds of deer down on this end, and this happens to be the zone where we can harvest a couple does. So I'm going to the very north end. This is the south end of an island, and as you can see, there's a couple places in this little oxbow that are dry, and these deer are just, they're wearing it out. So it's Wednesday, October 11th, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We got set up in here today about 3 o'clock, 3:15. Didn't hunt this morning, had actual work stuff to do, so set a game camera out yesterday afternoon over here on this little pitch on this oxbow. I did not get any pictures last night or this morning from it, so I know we blew this place out yesterday midday, but we didn't do it that bad. We made one line through, so I'm kind of shocked that I haven't seen anything over here on the camera, but anyways, it is what it is. Eric ended up seeing 3 right at dark down there on the crossing he's on, which is most certainly the main crossing, so we're gonna keep hanging out here and hope something comes through this evening. If not, might adjust fire tomorrow, we'll see. And we've got some weather coming in. It's supposed to rain like the next 2 days, I believe, so see what happens. I guess it's 5:52, and our buddy that went down there with Eric, he just whiffed on a doe, and I seen probably the craziest thing in a while. I had 2 does come out on the sandbar, probably 200 yards down, and I'm watching them hoping they start working this way, and a bald eagle came down the water, and those deer turned inside out to get the heck out of there, just throwing white flags everywhere. So that happened so fast. That was wild. She was acting a little suspect. Give me just a second. Get reloaded. I don't want something else to come in. XOP Deer Camp 2023. Success. That was absolutely awesome, so which y'all couldn't see as I was actually standing up. And I thought I saw some stuff move down there earlier, and I couldn't tell what it was. Anyhow, I just leaned up, and I saw something walk and move through. And there's some really, really big buck tracks coming through this area. And to be dead honest with you, the size of these deer are insane. And I thought that's what it was one of these bucks. Anyways, once I noticed it was a doe, it was like, that's fine. We're filling freezers. I got doe tags, might as well use them. So, anyhow, I thought she was gonna come out and cross me at 40, walking straight across us, but she turned and come right towards me. So, anyways.
Yeah, so for you guys that don't know, maybe I don't know if this is an up north thing or not, but down south, when you miss a deer, you miss a shirt tail. Right? You cut the shirt tail off.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got buddies that their shirt tails look like this.
You know what I mean?
So what do you do?
If you caught me, I'll be pissed. I won't like it.
You might be pissed, but you'll be pissed at the cut.
Of course I am. Right? That's what I thought. Pour me in. Here I am trying to make the guy look good, and I'm just getting mutilated.
There it is.
Oh, that's way not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I was picturing the whole back.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was like.
No, you just cut the shirt tail.
So I must have missed something. You missed the deer?
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I didn't know until just now.
Hey, did anyone see that in the group chat?
It's just now cracking daylight. I'm running a few minutes late this morning. Honestly, perfectly fine with it. We went back and reviewed the footage of that doe last night because whenever I shot, to me it looked like a 10 minute. But I got down and went and looked at the arrow before I backed out, and there was gut matter on the ground. She was definitely quartering just a little bit, so the arrow's where it needed to be, but it's a touch low, so we decided that we would back out, wait tonight. We're gonna come in this morning and hunt for a couple hours. It's been in the low 40s, high 30s all night, so she'll be fine, but we'll give it time. So we're across this little oxbow again, and I don't want to bump her over to the river, so anyways, and then Dan with his buck is basically the same situation. I didn't get really good penetration, so we decided to back out on it last night as well. And they're gonna go in this morning, so hopefully we recover a couple of deer this morning. Dan's buck's a stud. We just got down on the ground here. It's about 8:30, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can find this doe. First time running the retrograde was yesterday and shot a deer out of it. And everybody knows I'm more of that climber guy, but it's not bad. There's my little setup. There's water on the other side. Had a little pinks there. A little thick spot running here. This back side. Got this little open area, and then there's real thick bedding along the river on that side over there, and I was hoping to catch those deer crossing around that water, and that's what happened. Just was not the deer. It wasn't a buck, but anyways, arrow is here. Yesterday I kind of followed this up just to look at the blood. The footage looks good, but as you can tell right here by this angle, it does look like the deer was kind of quartering, and there's gut matter on the ground where I shot her. So anyhow, we're gonna ease up here before Eric gets down here and kind of just see if I can figure out where she entered into the woods over here, and then kind of go from there. I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, but we're 100 yards in on the blood trail. It looks like that. This deer has a will to live nonetheless. All right, so what I'm actually doing, Eric's down here now. I was trailing that doe and actually walked up on her, and she's still alive. So I'm going back over here to grab my bow real quick and go finish her off. It's not the perfect way to end the story, but I tell y'all all the time that I'm gonna bring you the real, the good, the bad, and the indifferent, and that's one of these things. I'm really glad we made the decision to back out last night, because if not, I bet we would have blown her completely out of here, and she'd end up expiring somewhere else, and nobody would have got the meat. So be right back with you in just a second. Grab my bow and head back over there. I tell you all the time, it's not, with deer hunting, it ain't always pretty, but I'm glad that we backed out last night for sure, because we'd have bumped that deer into the river and she definitely wouldn't have made it. When she just jumped up then, I could tell that shot was definitely low yesterday. I clipped the bottom of the heart, and here we are. So, what's going on, guys? Clifton Denny with On Your Own Outdoors. +1, Eric, my main man, he's back there running the camera. I appreciate it. So this is like day 5 in Wisconsin. Eric and I have been kind of bouncing around everywhere. I actually have not had an opportunity at a doe until yesterday afternoon. Y'all just watched how all that went down. It is what it is. Stay persistent. Well, Eric and I both got a doe down now.
We have been saving the best for last. We've got 3 days. It's going to be piss and rain, but we're not done yet. We plan on adding some stuff to some of this. So anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go back to the homepage and hit that bell up top. I would like to give a shout out to XOP. This is the first time I've ever ran the retrograde in the stand. XOP came up with this idea this year to do a deer camp. And Eric and I have talked about it, and I can't tell you how awesome this has been. This isn't like one of those show kind of deals. It was literally just invite a bunch of like-minded people together and let's all public land hunt for the week. And that's exactly what it's been. It's been fun. It reminds me of, you know, when you get to doing this public land thing, a lot of times you're by yourself. You don't get the opportunity to have that camaraderie with everybody around. And this week has been freaking phenomenal. So XOP, thank you very much for inviting On Your Own Outdoors +1 out here to slay some deer. So anyways, guys, till later in the week, good hunting, and we'll see you from a tree.